Hey guys, welcome to another Tuesday edition of the Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick, and today I'm going to talk about, I think there's 12 albums that are coming out this Friday, September 3rd. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click on the link down below and go check out the Vinyl Den Facebook group. Just kind of a cool place to continue the music conversation. There's also a couple other links down there. There's one for the Vinyl Den merch page. We got t-shirts and sweatshirts on there. And there's also a link for the Vinyl Den Patreon page if you want to support the show. It's always greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give it the old thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we release new episodes. So we do the new release videos on Tuesdays, and then there's a video on Thursdays at 4 p.m., and then there's a video with Ian and I on Sundays at noon. So the first one up is one that I know everyone has been dying for, and this is one I've seen a bunch of talk online about. There's been huge pre-orders for it. People have been really excited. It's filled up a lot of the conversations I've seen on social media lately, and that is David Hasselhoff, Party Your Hasselhoff. Oh, I'm just joking. It's that is what's coming. I mean, it is coming out this week, but I think Germany is the only place that anyone has ever listened to any David Hasselhoff's music. But I don't know. I thought that was a really kind of funny one, so I figured I'd toss that up. But no, the first one that I'm really interested in, one that I have had pre-ordered for a while. This is Taylor Swift's Fearless. She's kind of going back and re-recording some of her older albums. I've always been a big fan of this album. It's going to sound fantastic, I'm sure. Run about $39 online. It's a 3 LP set, and it's got 26 songs, 6 of which are unreleased. So it's on gold vinyl. So I can't wait for this one to get here. I'll definitely be interested to check that out when it does. But I think I pre-ordered it the day the pre-orders went up for it. So I've got almost all of Taylor's albums, but I'm interested to see how this one sounds with the re-recordings. I know I've listened to. I think there's only about one track that's been released off of it. It sounds fantastic, I'm sure, but at least it does. But I'm sure the album is going to sound fantastic also. So the next one up, this is Alan Parsons' project, Eye in the Sky. This is a MoFi release, actually. It's going to run you about $59 online. You know everything MoFi is going to sound great. It's 2 LPs at 45 RPM. This is Alan Parsons' project's, I think, most commercially successful album. It's released in 1982. Alan Parsons, of course, has a place in my heart because he was the engineer for this album sitting behind me, Dark Side of the Moon. It's where Alan Parsons kind of got his start. He was the engineer for it. So, not been a huge Alan Parsons fan as far as his music goes, but Eye in the Sky is actually a pretty good album. I want to say I think there's maybe 2 or 3 of his albums that I've listened to, but I think by far this one's definitely my favorite. The next one, you guys know I'm a huge jazz fan. And last week there was a Bill Evans. It was a Bill Evans Trio 64, I think, came out. This week, this is going to be Bill Evans Symbiosis. This is actually going to be a pretty interesting release. Originally recorded in 1974. This is with the New York Symphony Orchestra. I'm sorry, it's the New York Philharmonic Orchestra. So it's going to be kind of cool to check out, Bill Evans with a whole orchestra behind him. It's not going to be super expensive. It's going to run about $22. So that's definitely going to be one I'm going to check out. There's a couple of big soundtracks coming out this week also. The first one, this is Bob's Burgers. If you're a Bob's Burgers fan, this is Bob's Burgers Music Album Volume 2 box set. It's going to run you about $100, but it has 90 tracks on it across 3 LPs. I think all 3 of them are Reb. And this is all the music from seasons 7 through 9. So it actually comes with some cool stuff. It's got a 56-page hardbound lyric book, and then it's got a 62-page song book also. So at least for the money, they're actually throwing in some extras in there. I know there's some other pictures and some other little stuff that goes in there too. So kind of looks like a cool set if you are a big fan of Bob's Burgers. The next one is a movie that I've loved for a long, long time. This is the True Romance original soundtrack. It's going to run you $24 online. It's blue and magenta splatter. I've only seen it listed. I haven't actually seen a mock-up of the actual vinyl, but it might look kind of cool. I love Quentin Tarantino does some fantastic movies with some fantastic soundtracks, and this is definitely another one of those that if you looked on the track listing for this thing, it just like packed full of great music. So for $24, is definitely going to be one I'm gonna try to track down. The next one is kind of an interesting reissue. This is CeeLo Green, The Lady Killer. This is his big album from 2010. This is on hot pink vinyl. I think it's a single LP, but it's going to run you about $33. So it's, kind of in the price range of where you see a lot of those other albums from that genre lately. So this is an album that I think I've only listened to a couple of tracks. I know there's the one big hit single he had off of it, but I love a lot of the stuff that CeeLo did in other projects in the mid 2000s. So, maybe this is definitely an album I need to go back and revisit before I, make a decision on whether or not I want to pick it up. The next one here, I know this is a band that gets a lot of grief from a lot of people in the rock world, or a lot of rock fans. But this is Imagine Dragons' new album. This is Act 1. There's actually two different releases. There's one that's interestingly enough, it's on black vinyl, which it looks like it's sold out from a lot of the places I've seen it. And then there's a white vinyl version, which you can still get online for about $25. I'm kind of a casual fan of some of the Imagine Dragons stuff. The last album, I don't remember the name of it, I was not a huge fan of. So this is definitely an album I'm going to stream before I make any decisions on whether or not I want to pick it up. And I think I've got the first 2 or 3 albums of theirs on vinyl. One of my sons was kind of a big fan there for a little while. So I think that's probably why I got those albums. But I don't know. I'll check this one out. So for the next two, we're going to go way back to the late 80s. The first one, this is Queen Latifah, All Hail the Queen. This is Queen Latifah's debut album from 1989. This is actually a really, really good album. It's going to run you about $23 online. It's going to be on red vinyl. Definitely one I'm interested in checking out. The next one, it's some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it, but this is Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. It's going to run you $30 online. This actually kind of looks cool. It's a blue and white or clear splatter. I guess that's the ice kind of part of it. But there's only going to be 700 of these available. And it's going to have of course, it's going to have Ice Ice Baby on it, but it also has Vanilla Ice doing some covers of some classic rap songs. There's Insane in the Brain on there, Jump Around, Fight the Power, which is a great track, and Baby Got Back. I've never heard any of his versions of those songs, but I'm at least interested in checking it out. The next one I got is one that I'm sure there's a lot of people out there going to be interested in this. I have heard the new single that they released off of this album, and I'm not a big fan of the band, but I'm actually kind of interested to check out this album. This is the new album from Iron Maiden. This is Senjutsu. It's going to run you about $45 online, and this is kind of another deal where it's going to be a multiple release. There is a silver and black, I don't know if it's like a swirl, but it kind of looks cool. But that one's actually sold out. And then it's a 3LP black version is the one that's going to run you about $45 online. It's a trifold. Like I said, it's the new album from Iron Maiden. I think it's only the one track that they've released so far. But like I said, it's definitely one that I'm interested in checking out. Like I said, I'm not a huge Iron Maiden fan, but it's a really good track. This last one I got, this is, if you're a progressive rock fan, this is Yes, Union 30 Live. So this is the 30th anniversary of their classic show from 1991. This was done at the Shoreline Amphitheater in California. It's got several of the tracks on this 4LP set, which you can see it's colored vinyl. But several of these tracks have never been available on vinyl. So if you're a big Yes fan, it's going to be kind of pricey. It's going to run you about $160 online, but it might be a cool one to check out, like I said, because of those never before on vinyl tracks. Well, that's all I got for you this week, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Like I say every week, drop me a comment down below. Let me know if I missed anything, because I'm sure I did. I think last time I looked, there was like almost 300 albums coming out this Friday. So I'm sure there's something else out there. Let me know. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure you come back and check out the show on Thursday. Well, that's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.